Have you ever heard your knees pop when you stand up? Or felt a deep, stubborn ache in your fingers after doing something simple like opening a jar or typing for too long? These little signs may seem harmless at first, but they often point to something bigger, something that slowly robs you of your freedom to move. That something is called osteoarthritis. And what if I told you that there's a teeth? A teeth that could not only soothe this pain but help prevent it from taking over your life. This isn't some trendy detox drink. It's an ancient blend, rooted in nature, made with two powerful ingredients you probably already have in your kitchen: ginger and turmeric. Together, they form a natural remedy with the power to ease joint pain, fight inflammation, and even support long-term joint health. Now let me ask you something more personal. How many moments have you missed because of pain? How many times have you sat out a walk, skipped a dance, or avoided kneeling down to play with your children or grandchildren because your joints just wouldn't cooperate? It's heartbreaking and often invisible to others. But I see you, and I want you to know that there is something you can do. In this video, I'm going to guide you through the simple preparation of this healing tea. But more than that, I'm going to help you reconnect with your body so you can move with more ease, confidence, and joy. Because this is not just about pain relief. It's about freedom. You'll discover the reason why arthritis is affecting more people than ever, even young adults. You'll understand how inflammation works silently in your joints. And you'll learn how a warm cup of ginger and turmeric tea can become your daily ritual of self-care and protection. This is not a miracle cure, but it is a natural ally that works with your body, not against it. A gentle solution passed down through generations, now rediscovered for you. So if you've been searching for something real, something safe, something that brings results, stay with me. Because sometimes, the most powerful answers are not found in a pill bottle, but in a teacup. Are you ready to take back your movement, your energy, your confidence? Then take a deep breath. Then let's begin this journey toward healthier, happier joints. The pain doesn't always come with a warning. One day you feel a bit stiff getting out of bed. Another day, it's harder to open a jar or kneel to tie your shoes. Slowly, the small things start to change. What used to be effortless, like walking, gardening, or holding your grandchild, starts to feel uncomfortable, then painful, then sometimes impossible. That's the quiet, creeping nature of joint pain. It begins as a whisper in your body, but soon it becomes a voice you can't ignore. And for many people, it's not just physical, it's emotional, because with every twinge in your knee or ache in your fingers, there's a sense of loss of freedom, loss of energy, loss of the person you used to be. You start adjusting your life without even realizing it. You avoid stairs. You skip that family hike. You sit out of your favorite class at the gym. Friends don't see it, but you feel it every day. It's like your body is betraying you, little by little. You may have tried painkillers that offer temporary relief, but they wear off, and the pain returns. Or creams that promise miracles but do little. Maybe you've spent money on supplements with fancy labels and long ingredient lists, hoping this one will be the answer. But nothing seems to truly solve it. The frustration builds. You start asking yourself, is this just aging? Is this my new normal? Will I need surgery someday? What if this only gets worse? These questions weigh heavily. They affect your sleep, your mood, your relationships. And while the pain is in your joints, it reaches deep into your heart. It makes you doubt your strength, your future, your control over your own body. This is the emotional burden of arthritis and chronic joint inflammation. And it's more common than people realize. But just because it's common doesn't mean it's natural or acceptable. You deserve better than a life of limitation. You deserve to move, to stretch, to enjoy your body fully. You're not lazy. You're not weak. You're not broken. You're dealing with something real. And it's time to stop masking the symptoms and start addressing the root cause: inflammation. Because what if your body isn't breaking down, but asking for help? In the next chapter, I'll introduce you to a simple, natural path that can help you listen to that call. A path based not on fear, but on healing. Let's explore it together. Now take a breath. Because what I'm about to share isn't just another remedy. It's a shift in the way you relate to your body, your health, and your healing. Imagine waking up and stretching your arms without hesitation, walking to the kitchen without that dull stiffness in your knees, reaching for a glass without wincing, That's not just a fantasy. That's the life many people are reclaiming by turning to something ancient, simple, and overlooked. Nature's medicine. Asterisk. For centuries, before pharmacies and prescriptions, people relied on plants, leaves, roots, bark, gifts from the earth that helped them fight pain, reduce inflammation, and restore balance. These weren't last resorts. They were the first line of care. And one of the most respected combinations in traditional medicine is ginger and turmeric, two roots known not just for their flavor, but for their healing. Asterisk. Modern science is now confirming what ancestral wisdom always knew. These roots contain powerful, anti-inflammatory compounds, gingerols and curcumin, that work with your body to soothe the fire in your joints. But more than that, they help rebuild what pain tries to break. Your trust in your body. Asterisk. And here's the beautiful part. You don't need to travel to a distant land, spend a fortune, or swallow a dozen pills. You just need a kettle, 2 simple ingredients, and a few minutes of your day. Asterisk. This is about more than relief. It's about reclaiming a sense of control. When you make this tea each day, you're not just reducing pain, you're sending your body a message. I hear you. I'm with you. I believe in your ability to heal. Asterisk. That hope isn't just emotional, it's biological. Your joints want to move, your tissues want to regenerate. Your body is always seeking balance. You just need to give it the right tools. And sometimes, the most powerful tools come in the humblest forms: a root pulled from the ground, a mug cradled in your hands, a moment of quiet healing. Asterisk. So if you've felt discouraged by doctors who offered only pills, or friends who told you it's just aging, this is your invitation to believe again, to try something gentle, honest, and deeply rooted in both history and science. Asterisk. Because healing doesn't have to be dramatic. It starts with small, consistent steps. And sometimes, it starts with a cup of tea. Asterisk. In the next chapter, I'll show you exactly why ginger and turmeric are so effective and how they work together to support your joints from the inside out. You're closer to relief than you think. Asterisk. Let me introduce you to 2 ancient allies. 2 roots that have journeyed through centuries of healing and are now finding their way back into your life. Their names: ginger and turmeric. Simple, familiar, yet deeply powerful. They're not just spices. They're nature's answer to inflammation, pain, and the silent damage happening inside your joints. Asterisk. Let's start with ginger. When you hold a fresh ginger root in your hand, you're holding generations of wisdom. In Ayurvedic and Chinese medicine, ginger has been revered as a universal remedy. It's warm, spicy, and deeply penetrating. Inside, it carries gingerols compounds, scientifically proven to reduce inflammation, ease muscle soreness, and block pain pathways. Ginger doesn't numb you, it nourishes you. It speaks to your body in a language it understands. Warmth, movement, flow. Asterisk. Now imagine turmeric. That golden orange root that glows like sunshine. Its star compound is curcumin, a substance so potent. Researchers have compared its anti-inflammatory effects to ibuprofen, without the side effects. Curcumin protects cartilage, soothes swelling, and even improves joint lubrication. And when combined with ginger, their effects are amplified. They don't just add flavor to your food, they restore harmony to your joints. Asterisk. But here's the secret most people miss. Turmeric needs help to be absorbed. On its own, it struggles to reach your bloodstream. But when paired with ginger and a bit of black pepper or healthy fat, its power becomes fully available to your body. That's the magic of nature, ingredients working in harmony, just like your body was meant to. Asterisk. And this isn't just theory. Studies have shown that daily intake of ginger and turmeric can significantly reduce joint pain and stiffness, especially in conditions like osteoarthritis. In some cases, people report better results than with pharmaceuticals. And beyond joints, they support digestion, immunity, and overall vitality. It's like inviting a healing team into your body every time you sip that tea. Asterisk. Picture this: a steaming mug in your hands, the aroma of earth and spice rising gently, the warmth spreading through your chest. That's not just comfort. That's medicine. That's tradition. That's your body receiving care at the deepest level. Asterisk. These roots aren't exotic. They're accessible. You can find them at your local market, affordable and fresh. They don't require a prescription. They require presence, a willingness to return to what is natural, to listen to what your body has needed all along. Asterisk. In the next chapter, I'll guide you through the exact recipe step by step. You'll learn how to prepare this healing tea at home and make it part of your daily routine. Let's turn this knowledge into action. Asterisk. Now that you know the power behind ginger and turmeric, it's time to bring that healing into your daily life. And there's no better way to start than with a warm, soothing tea that's easy to make, comforting to drink, and rich in benefits for your joints. Here's what you'll need. 1 small piece of fresh ginger, about 2 inches long, sliced into thin rounds, no need to peel. If organic. Asterisk. 1 small piece of fresh turmeric, about 1 inch long, peeled and sliced, or half a teaspoon of high-quality turmeric powder. Asterisk. 4 cups of filtered water. Asterisk. A pinch of black pepper to boost turmeric absorption. A slice of lemon and a teaspoon of honey, optional. For taste, start by placing the water in a small pot on the stove. As it begins to heat, add the sliced ginger and turmeric. Let it come to a gentle boil, then lower the heat and allow it to simmer for 10 to 15 minutes. As the tea simmers, your kitchen will fill with a warm, earthy aroma, the scent of comfort, healing, and tradition. Asterisk. Once done, strain the tea into a cup or teapot. Add a small pinch of black pepper to enhance curcumin absorption. If you'd like, a slice of lemon will brighten the flavor and add a touch of vitamin C, while a teaspoon of raw honey will give it a gentle sweetness and soothe your throat. Asterisk. Sip this tea slowly, ideally while it's still warm. Let the heat spread through your chest, down into your belly, and out to your fingers and toes. This is more than hydration, it's a ritual of self-care, a daily message to your joints that help is on the way. Asterisk. You can drink this tea once or twice a day, especially first thing in the morning or before bed, when stiffness tends to be worst. Some people make a larger batch and keep it in the fridge, reheating a cup each evening as part of their wind-down routine. Asterisk. With each cup, you're not just consuming nutrients, you're creating consistency. And in healing, consistency is everything. Your joints didn't become inflamed overnight, and they won't heal overnight either. But this small step, done daily, adds up to something powerful over time. Asterisk. So brew this tea with presence. Make it a sacred pause in your day, a time to breathe, reflect, and connect with your body's wisdom. Asterisk. In the next chapter, we'll explore the transformation that happens when you stay committed to this journey, because healing isn't just about less pollutes, about reclaiming the life you love. Asterisk. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine this. You wake up, stretch your arms, and feel light. No tightness in your back. No hesitation in your knees. You step out of bed with ease, not bracing for the first painful movement of the day. You walk to the kitchen, prepare your tea, and smile, not because everything is perfect, but because you finally feel in control of your body again. Asterisk. That's what healing can look like. Not dramatic, not sudden, but real. It's the quiet return of confidence, the ability to move without fear, the freedom to say yes to life again. Asterisk. When joint pain rules your life, it's not just your body that suffers. Your mood shifts. Your patience wears thin. You begin to say no more often to outings, to walks, to joy. But with every step you take on this natural path, you begin to say yes again. Yes to freedom. Yes to connection. Yes to yourself. Asterisk. And here's the truth. The body wants to heal. It's designed to regenerate, to find balance, to recover when given the right support. Ginger and turmeric are not magic, they're allies. They don't override your symptoms. They work with your biology to soothe the cause, not just the consequence. Asterisk. The change might be subtle at first. One day, your hands feel less stiff in the morning. Another day, your knees don't ache after standing too long. Then you catch yourself doing something you hadn't done in a while, kneeling, stretching, laughing as you dance barefoot in the kitchen. Asterisk. That's the moment you realize you're coming back to yourself. Asterisk. And it's not just about your joints, it's about what they allow you to do. Hugging your grandchildren tightly, tending to your garden, holding hands during long walks, dancing at weddings, living without hesitation. Asterisk. You didn't give up. You didn't settle for a life of pain. You listened to your body and chose a path rooted in care, not chemicals. And that choice matters. It's not small. It's powerful. Asterisk. So if you're in the middle of your healing, keep going. If you're just beginning, welcome. If you're doubting, remember that change often starts quietly, like a warm cup in your hand, a breath of peace in your day, a new feeling in your joints. Asterisk. In the final chapter, I'll leave you with a message that ties all of this together. A choice you can make right now that will ripple through your future. Let's finish strong. Asterisk, take a moment and really feel this. What would your life look like if joint pain no longer dictated your choices? If you could wake up without dreading your first steps? If tying your shoes, playing with your children, gardening on a Sunday afternoon, felt natural again, instead of painful? Asterisk, that vision isn't just wishful thinking. It's a possibility, and the first step is already in your hands. A warm, golden tea, made from roots older than medicine itself. Asterisk, you don't need to chase complex solutions, or wait for someone to save you. You have the power to begin healing right where you are. Each cup of this tea is a quiet act of self-love. A reminder that you matter. That your comfort matters. That your body is not broken. It's just asking for care. Asterisk, healing doesn't always shout. Sometimes it whispers. It shows up in subtle ways. A little more ease when you bend. A little less pain when you climb stairs. A little more hope when you look ahead. And those small shifts add up. Day by day, they lead you back to yourself. Asterisk, you're not just drinking tea or rewriting your story. From frustration to relief. From limitation to movement. From resignation to choice. And the choice is yours. Asterisk. So I invite you now to take this moment and decide. Will you give your body what it's been quietly asking for? Will you trade pain for presence? Stiffness for freedom? Fear for trust? Asterisk, if your answer is yes, I want you to mark this decision not just with thought, but with action. Like this video. Share it with someone you love who might be suffering in silence. And most importantly, leave a comment below with this phrase. I choose natural care. Asterisk, that sentence is more than words. It's a commitment, a declaration, a turning point. Asterisk, and if you ever feel alone in this journey, know this, you're not. Thousands of others are waking up, reconnecting with nature, and rediscovering their strength one sip, one step, one breath at a time. Asterisk. Let's build a community that heals together, that believes in the power of plants, the intelligence of the body, and the quiet strength of daily care. You deserve a life that moves, flows, dances, and smiles. Asterisk, thank you for being here, for believing, for choosing yourself. Asterisk. Now go make that tea and take back the life that belongs to you.